Hey friends, if you're new to my channel, I'm Tish and this is Tish Loves Home. So I am filming this on February the 1st. I thought it would be a good time to do a January update. If you watched one of my earlier videos, I had set some goals for myself for the month of January. And you know, I think we all do stuff like this from time to time, but then we forget about it, or at least I do. I forget. So I really tried to kind of stay intentional with the things that I wanted to do. So anyway, I just thought I would kind of share like how some of it's going and share a few other things with you, not just for my channel necessarily, but also just for me. It's just kind of like a level of accountability. So let's get going. First, I thought I would share with you some of the books that I've been reading. One of the things that I enjoy so much is just to have a good book on hand. Okay, so let's just hop right into it. This one, my daughter and son-in-law gave me for Christmas. I watched this case, oh my goodness, everything, all of the trial that went on. I just read everything I could read. I watched documentaries. It is such a sad story, so tragic, but you cannot believe that it's real. Well, this is nonfiction, but she did a really great job of writing it in a way that it reads just like a novel. I mean, I could barely put it down. If you have watched any of this stuff or you're interested in that case at all, highly recommend. It was excellent. So this one I finished pretty recently. This author I had heard was very similar to Kristen Hanna, who I love all of her books. So I've been reading some of hers. The thing that I think really connected me so much with this book is because the main character in it has experienced a loss, and that's kind of how the book starts. And she's trying to figure out what her life is going to look like now with the loss that she's experienced. And, you know, it wasn't the life that she had intended. And I think if you've lost anybody close to you, which, you know, probably most of us have, I could relate. I mean, my life is not what I thought it was going to look like right now at all. First of all, I never thought I'd have a YouTube channel at all, but I lost my mom. It's been 8 years ago, and we were best friends. We did everything together. We liked to shop together. We decorate together, you know, all the things. And I had so many ideas in my mind of what my life was going to look like once I reached this age and was retired. And a lot of it had to do with her. So it just really spoke to me. And I've even tagged several pages in here because there were lines in the book that I wanted to remember. So I'm going to write those down. But it's just really good. Great book. And so the one I'm reading now, I'm going to finish it today because I just can hardly put it down too. This one, if you've read The Lilac Girls, this is the same author. This book is not like a sequel to it or anything. And there's another one that I have also, and they're all like separate stories. This one takes place in the Civil War. It's kind of on the Union side of things. And it's so good. It follows like three main characters in the story, and they all kind of come together in the storyline. And excellent. If you have not read this, highly recommend. I love historical fiction anyway. This is a great one. Can't wait to finish it today. So, all right, so let's talk about some of these goals that I had for 2025. Okay, so I think I'd been keeping up with it pretty well, but I thought, let me just pull my list out that I made and kind of just see how I'm doing. So the first one that I want to look at was some of my financial goals. And they're not like huge things at all, but I wanted to save for a camera. Mainly the reason that I decided I wanted a camera instead of just using my phone, the storage, that's a big one, but also like being able to zoom in and out when I'm doing videos. I think I would enjoy that. So I have been saving. I think in about 2 weeks, I should have what I wanted in my little saving pot to get the camera. So I'm very close to that one. The other one, which y'all, this is huge for me. I don't like the word budget and I don't like the word diet. Those two words are just ick. They're not fun, but I know they are necessary. And I know that I spend, I'm a very thrifty shopper. Like, I won't spend a lot for any one particular item, but I like to shop. And, you know, even if you thrift store shop or you pick up a few things at Dollar General, a few things at Walmart, Ross, whatever, you know, it does start to add up. So I made a conscious decision that I was going to limit myself and really pay attention to what I was spending. So I gave myself $100 a month for any little extras, which I know that doesn't sound like a lot probably to some of you, but I just don't really need a lot of stuff. I have gotten rid of so much stuff that I am just not wanting to bring a lot of stuff back in my home. And I'm really just trying to, you know, use what I have up and the things that I've already bought before I buy anything new. So I think I can do it. And I did it for the month of January. So that's given me some, you know, like muscle here that I can keep going. So for January, this is what I spent like extra. I bought this little bracelet and it was like $6, so I rounded it to $7. I brought a couple of mitts for the kitchen. I even counted that, y'all. So they were like $7. And then if you saw my video recently where I did the collage wall in my hallway of Caroline's 16th birthday pictures, I bought all of those frames, the gold and the white, and so those were like $44 for all of the frames. And then I bought a little Valentine's flag to go on my little stand outside, and I just rounded it to 10. So with all of that, I spent $68 in January on just little extras. So I'm super proud of myself. I mean, I could spend that much in a snap usually. So we'll see. I'm really gonna try. I said that if I didn't go all the way, then that would give me a little carryover. So we'll see. I mean, I may or may not give me that little $30 this month, because right now I'm really just not wanting to shop. I could have done it today, but I'm just not in the mood. So anyway, so then the financial goals, I was paid enough for my camera, and I did stick to my budget. So I'm very proud of myself for that part. So I also had some physical goals, and they're about the same too that I have every year. Drink more water, walk, and eat less sweets. So I have been walking. It's been hard because we've had a lot of cold weather several weeks in a row, but now the weather is getting warmer. I've actually already walked today. Of course, Hampton loves that too, so that's been good. And for the water, I don't know. I mean, I've done okay, but I think I can do better. So I've got to do something where I can actually see it. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm starting off. I take this with me everywhere I go, fill it with water. And most days, I would say I drink this much, maybe. I mean, I have it with me. But I decided that a reasonable goal for me to start with is I'm going to drink 2 of these every day with water. And I think I can do that if I know that's what you got to do. I don't know exactly how many ounces that is, and I don't care. I just don't care right now. I'm not going to get it to be just so, particular that it drives me crazy. So I'm going to drink 2 of these. That's my new thing. All right, and so the house stuff that I wanted to do, I need to paint my coffee table. Have not done that yet. Scrapbook supplies. I got rid of a ton of scrapbook stuff, and decluttering, which I have been doing tons of decluttering. So I feel pretty good about that, and I'll get my coffee table painted soon. Let's see. Spiritual goals, I think I did talk about some of these. I stopped scrolling on Facebook around the 1st of December. I post stuff on there every once in a while, mainly on my stories. And usually it's just something to do with either this channel or like a job that I've done, something like that. So that has really been good for me. I didn't want to just delete my account because, there are things that people will say, hey, did you see this? Or we've got a church page. We have a ladies' life page on there. And then just people, that if something's going on and it's something I need to see or know about, I can still pull it up and go to their page. And I have done some of that. But I have not missed it. I just really have not missed it. Now, I have scrolled a few times on our KT Clutter page because it's mainly just like community stuff, announcements, other businesses. So that's been fun, but I have not missed it at all. So I'm going to keep that up. I don't know why it's that way for me, but I think a lot of us, sometimes when you keep looking what everybody else is doing, or you hear things and this and that, it can just really mess with you mentally. So if you're struggling with that, I encourage you to take a break. I mean, it can't hurt anything, and you might really enjoy it, because I have. So the other thing, which no, I've probably sounded silly, but about the tattoo, trust in Him, because that's kind of my thing. I want to remember, well, the tattoos are here. However, I cannot remember to put it on. So I'm going to put them out on the counter. That's what they look like. Just a real pretty little font. And it's going to go, right here on my arm. Now, it may look a little big, but my arm is short. But I still feel like it's big enough that, I can see it, but it's not huge. So I'm going to do that today. I'm going to get the little tattoo on today. Then everybody will think I have a real tattoo, and, I'm such a baddie. Just kidding. I'm so not. But you know what? I may get a real one. I'm still thinking about it. So I'm going to put those over here so I'll remember to do that. And then for my channel goals, some of those are not quite there yet, and I didn't expect it to be by the end of January. But like I said, I am working on the new camera, and I have started adding a little bit to Instagram. Not a whole lot, but a little bit. So, overall, I think I'm doing pretty well. I want to just keep tracking it, make sure I stay on task. And for me, if I don't write it down and talk about it, it won't happen. Okay, so the last thing that I'm going to share with you is so weird. So yesterday, when Caroline got home from school, she picked up the mail and she said, "Mama, I think somebody mailed you rocks. I think you've gotten rocks in the mail." And I was like, first of all, I really haven't been ordering anything, so I couldn't think of anything that I would have ordered. So this is the package that it came in, and I did open it. And the address was from Isabella in Los Angeles, California. And I didn't really think that much about that because, a lot of times when I order books or things on eBay, eBay is all over. So, but I couldn't think of anything that I'd ordered. So anyway, I opened it up, and inside were 2 rocks. That's it. That's all that was in there. So I'm going to wash my hands again because, I got a little scared. It's like, what is this? Well, y'all, come to find out, this is some type of scam, and I'm going to put up what I found on Google about it. But apparently they send, and it was like a thing. Like when I searched it up, it was all these people showing where they'd gotten rocks in the mail. And it's something about like, they use it for the tracking number. They'll send things like this to random addresses. If someone says they didn't get the item that they ordered, then they use that tracking information to say that it was sent. I don't know. I can't remember the name, but I'm going to put it up. But yeah, apparently that's like a whole thing. And I think, you think I would remember this, but sometimes I get so busy and I'm opening stuff, I don't remember. I think I got something last month that was just an empty envelope. Like there was like a blank sheet of paper on the inside of it. I think I did. Anyway, the strangest thing ever. People go to all kinds of lengths to basically commit crimes, I guess. So that was my weird event for the day. So thanks for watching. I hope that these little updates maybe gave you a little inspiration. January is just the beginning of the year. It doesn't matter if you start in January, if you start in February, March, whatever. Just start. If you've got some things that you want to accomplish, just get started. There's things that I know I can still improve on, and I'm going to continue to work on that and do it. But yeah, just get you a starting point and get going. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. I do have a goal that I'm hoping to meet. I gave myself to the end of March, but we'll see. We'll see. I won't talk about that now. We'll just kind of see. So thanks again, guys, and I will see you on the next one.